Okay, hey y'all. This is the book cover. Isn't it an amazing cover? The Beyonce Effect, Essays on Sexuality, Race, and Feminism, edited by Adrienne Trier-Bienek. And I am, in this book, Black Motherhood and the Binds of Racialized Sexism. All right, y'all. Hey, y'all. So, I was going to do the sit-down video, maybe too much light, about my publication in a book called The Beyonce Effect, Essays on Race, Feminism, and Sexuality. But instead, I'm going to do this kind of ad hoc thrown together video because there's so many things going on right now, and there's so many of us who are afraid. There are so many of us who don't know what to expect in a post-Trump society, and I'm really focusing my energy toward organizing and activism. But this is what I will say about the book. The book chapter that I contributed is about Beyonce Knowles and her daughter, Blue Ivy Carter. It is about this horrendous petition that was created by a Black woman called Comb Her Hair, and it was addressed to Jay-Z and Beyonce, and it was telling them that their daughter's hair was unacceptable and that her hair needed to be combed. And I was appalled to see that a grown woman would address this petition to Jay-Z and Beyonce because she was really attacking a child. And at this time, Blue was 2 years old. And so for me, what I saw it as was not just this mean and nasty event that was happening in a vacuum, but it was part of a larger pattern of dominant society controlling Black women, degrading Black women, and showing Black women in many ways, in small ways and in large ways, that they simply do not matter as much and that they are not as good, or that we are not as good. Hair in the Black community has a really long and tumultuous history, and even today it's very contentious. We're constantly talking about our hair. We'll never stop talking about our hair. Hair, it's a big deal to us. Part of the reason that hair is such a big deal to us is because of enslavement. So in my chapter, I go into beauty and how white supremacy in the United States and enslavement denied beauty to Black people and denied humanity to Black people largely, but beauty is an aspect of that humanity that we are routinely socially excluded from. So I go into enslavement and beauty norms and beauty standards, and I also talk about how many of the stereotypes that we have of Black women today, the angry Black woman or the mammy or the Jezebel, right? And we see how these stereotypes have evolved in the age of reality television and Love and Hip Hop and Real Housewives of Atlanta. But all of these stereotypes are rooted in enslavement and post-emancipation and kind of this backlash against Black women in society. And obviously hip hop has some significance in expanding this idea that Black women are bitches and they are not good enough. And so it's really trying to trace this history of how do we come from being enslaved in the United States to a Black woman addressing a petition to Black parents about their daughter's hair, and how it doesn't matter how famous you are, you won't be protected from being judged by immeasurable standards, essentially. So I'm really proud of it. It is a very Sociology 101 introduction to race and gender and class and intersectionality theory. If you're interested in any of these topics, you should definitely check out the book. The entire book is great. I'm very thankful to Adrienne for allowing me to be a part of this book. I hope to publish many, many more chapters and my own books and articles about the continuing significance of racial inequality in the United States and how there are many intersections that we need to also understand are related to that. But the book is sold on Amazon, and I think booksellers anywhere. it was a labor of love. It was a very difficult period in my life, and writing that chapter was solace to me. And I was so proud of the positive reception I got from Adrian about it. And so I really hope that if you read it, you can also get to the end and see that there is resistance and there are ways of fighting back and not feeling hopeless and not feeling like we're just victims. Because we're not victims. We are survivors and we are resistors, and we are so much more powerful than we know, perhaps. There's so many other wonderful things about intersectionality that you can read by Patricia Hill Collins or Kimberly Crenshaw or Dorothy Roberts, my advisor. Amazing, amazing human being. Support work like this, because so many people want us to deny that these realities exist. And we are speaking truth to power when we publish work like this. Please, everyone out there who is feeling so much fear, find ways to comfort yourself and become active. Don't let fear destroy you. I'm not going to sit here and say, don't worry, everything is going to be fine. We don't know that everything is going to be fine, but we do know that freedom is a constant struggle, and that we have a history in this country, African Americans, of resisting and fighting back against inequality. And so I would tell everybody who is feeling afraid that this is not the end for us, right? And please find ways to take care of yourself and find community and organize and resist. Thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Peace. You ugly. You your daddy's son. She ugly. She ugly.